Hello and welcome. I'm Saffron and this is Healing Womanhood, and today we are talking about authenticity. So if you are just in it for the tapping, you can skip ahead now. We will do some tapping at the end of this, but first we're just going to talk a little bit about what authenticity means. So I've been taking some time to reflect on what I want for the channel and what I hope to provide. And the feeling that I really want to get to is just a feeling of empowerment. So to me that means feeling whole and like a solid sense of self, and there's a connection to what is kind of naturally within us but gets really conditioned out of us, and so authenticity is one of the parts of that. So I've been thinking about what authenticity means to me, and I've done a bit of writing about it and thought about it over a number of days, and sort of come to the conclusion that it feels like it fits into, there are two parts to it. So the first part for me feels like knowing what your truth is, so being able to check in with yourself, feel into your body, and be like, yeah, this is what needs to happen, this is how I feel in this situation. And then the second part is acting on that. So this is what I need to say in this situation, and now I'm going to say it. This is what I need to do in this situation, and now I'm going to do it. So I think from our conditioning, often we can't do either of these things. We can become so conditioned to being good and pleasing everyone, and being nice and quiet and gentle and all of the things that we're persuaded that women ought to be, that we can't even connect to what our truth is, much less act on it. And then so that obviously the second part is impossible if you can't do the first part. So that's like the first stage, is checking in with yourself during the day, all of the time. What feels right for me in this moment? What is my gut telling me in this moment? How do I need to respond to this situation? And then the second part is actually acting on that. So I feel like for myself, I've got really good at the first part, and I have come from not having a clue what was right for me and making all of my decisions by a sort of survey of my friends and what the world thinks that I should do. So I've taken some steps towards being able to know in each moment, and I find that now I'm at the point where I'll be in a situation where I need to speak out, and I'll be like, this is what I need to say, but the actual saying of it brings up so much anxiety that sometimes it's possible and sometimes it's impossible. And so I've been working in the last week on saying, this is how I'm feeling when, and sort of sometimes saying, when you do this, this is how I feel. And I did that really well yesterday with a person that's quite difficult in my life, so I was really proud of myself, but also kind of full on 100% authenticity every second of the day is just virtually impossible, particularly if you're in situations with people that just don't get you, particularly if you're feeling kind of out of place in life. Being able to say, this is how I feel and this is what's right for me, can be really difficult. So I'd really love to know what you feel about authenticity, what feels like authenticity to you, and what that means to you. So please do let me know in the comments. I'd be fascinated, because I think it's maybe different for all of us, as most things are. And so now let's get to some tapping. So we'll tap on the idea of not being able to be authentic in a certain situation, or sometimes not even knowing what our truth is. So if you haven't tapped with me before, all you need to do is tap where I'm tapping and repeat what I'm saying, and if you want more information on that, there are other videos further back on the channel, and I may well be making some more in the near future about how to do tapping. But for now, Let's start on the side of the hand. So even though I haven't always been authentic in my life, and sometimes I'm still not now, that's okay. And I'm okay. And I choose to love and accept myself exactly as I am. Even though I sometimes don't even know my truth. Never mind communicate it or act on it. That's okay. And I'm okay. And I love and accept myself exactly as I am. Even though my conditioning has taught me that my truth isn't always welcome. And so I've learnt to bury it deep inside. That's okay. And I'm okay. And I love, accept and forgive myself now. And then onto the eyebrow point. It's not always easy to be authentic. Sometimes I don't really know what authentic means. It's not something I've always been able to do. Some days and some moments I don't even know my truth. Sometimes I do, but I can't get it out of me. I'm not able to communicate it to the world. Especially to the people who aren't going to like it. And there are people in my life who aren't going to like it. Maybe it's better for me just not to know it. Than to learn what my truth is. And feel the responsibility to act on it. But maybe it doesn't have to be like that. Maybe there is no responsibility here. Maybe just kindness to myself is the main responsibility. And my truth changes moment to moment. And that's okay too. I am a flowing and changing, evolving human being. And it's okay for my truth to flow and change and evolve too. I wonder if I'll ever know what my truth is. Maybe I'll start learning it gradually. Maybe I can know what my truth is in some moments. And other moments might feel more difficult. Maybe I'll learn in the small moments. Maybe it'll take me longer on the bigger decisions. Or maybe not. I'm ready to set an intention now to begin practicing authenticity, to begin getting in touch with my deepest sense of self, the part of me that knows, knows what's real and true and right for me. I welcome that part of me forward now. Perhaps she's been buried for a long, long time. I'm ready to apologise to her for that now. And forgive myself for any choices I've made that didn't support my authenticity. I'm setting my intention now to learn, to bring curiosity and forgiveness to this authenticity journey. With love and kindness to myself. Beginning this quest to uncover my deepest truth, moment by moment. And finding joy and excitement as I go. And take a deep breath. So as always, I would really love to know how that went for you in the comments. Any of your thoughts and ideas about authenticity, whether they came up while we were tapping or whether they're thoughts that you've had at other times, all very welcome, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for spending this time with me. Bye bye.